Hello and a very good morning. Right, so I'm speed walking to the sauna, which I'm hoping is working because from time to time, like a week ago, one of the benches broke, so it was closed for a day. So I'm hoping that everything will be in good order when I get there. But worst case scenario, I can do some stretching exercises in the pool. Anyways, the weather. Right, so a week ago it was 24 degrees on Tuesday, so 6 days ago. Today it is, I believe, something like 13. So that's an 11-degree drop in temperature. And I have been struggling to know what to do as regards walking to the gym. So anyway, I'm layered up on top, but wearing my shorts because my legs don't tend to feel the cold, and I kind of see it like having an ice bath. You know, when it's really cold, it's good for the circulation. At least that's what I think. Right, so the weekend. Right, I went out at the weekend because I'm back in the party business, and I specifically went with the intention of networking. But the party turned out to be quite good, actually. It was enjoyable. So, it wasn't just all work and no play. But I managed to achieve both anyway. And then yesterday evening, the manager of the venue where I'm going to be hosting the party, which is where the party was on Saturday, sent me an invite to a food tasting. So that's going to be Saturday evening, this coming Saturday evening. So I'm looking forward to that. Right, so that leads me nicely to what I actually want to talk about. Just negotiate this truck. Right, so what I want to talk about, I'm going to the sauna, as I said, to work on my skin. And people would imagine that I'm doing this for the purposes of vanity, which absolutely not. I am not in the least bit vain. If I was vain, I wouldn't be walking around looking like this when I don't need to. Right, so basically what I'm doing is I'm going to, I have to look after my skin anyway because of the nature of what I do, but also because I have standards. But presentation matters. How you present yourself matters. So, for example, if I was to say I was a nutritionist and I didn't look very healthy, would anyone take me seriously? No. If I was a fitness expert but I was out of shape, would anyone take me seriously? No, they would not. And so, like, when I went out on Saturday, I dressed the part, and also I acted the part. But in saying I acted the part, I wasn't acting, I was being myself. So I dance. When the music's good, I dance. When the music's not great, when I'm not enjoying myself, I don't dance. That's how I conduct myself when I go out. You will not catch me pretending to enjoy myself. So of course, if I'm out, as I said, I'm in the party industry. If I am out, dressed the part, looking the part, and as I said, playing the part, but not playing the part, just being myself, being, I guess, being, what's the word I'm looking for? I was going to say being entertaining, but that's not it. Being fun isn't it either. But being somebody who looks the part, who looks as though they know how to party. Therefore, if I know how to party, I know how to create a party. So I succeeded in doing that. I mean, oops, I don't know where this vehicle is going. Straight on. Yeah, I'm not struggling for what I'm trying to say. I know exactly what I'm trying to say. I'm just slightly distracted. Yeah, so it's the whole package, really. You have to look the part, and you have to have the energy. That's it. You have to have the energy for people to want to be around you. So if I was standing there in the party, all lifeless and looking bored, I don't think anybody would have been drawn to, well, not so much drawn to me, but being drawn to the idea of coming to my party. Because they see that I am a party person, that I know how to enjoy myself. And therefore, because that's what people want. Back in the day, and I'm talking the 1980s, when we used to go clubbing at the Hammersmith Palais, for example, we would look around to see who the best dancers were, who were having the most fun, and we'd go and join them. I think in life that's what people do. I'm stepping away from the idea of partying at the moment. That's what people do. They gravitate towards people who have energy, because even a low energy person would want to be around somebody who has high energy. That's my experience. I'm a high energy person, but I don't, and I've never needed to attach myself to anyone to draw energy from them. I have my own energy supply. So anyway, so that's that. So yeah, very successful weekend, and the party is less than 4 weeks away now. Blimey, time does fly. So I've got a day off today, so I'm literally just going to the sauna. Then I'm gonna go back and just work on planning the party, sort of like issuing invites and all of that. And that's that. So the one other thing I noticed, like at first, people who know me in the flesh, some of them, not all, when they saw how I conduct myself on Facebook, they imagined me to be fake, like I was faking it on Facebook. I would argue that I'm more faking it in the flesh, but not by way of trying to impress anybody, more to play things down. So I don't put myself out there unless I need to. Whereas on social media, that's where you will go and find my views. So sometimes people ask me if I'm on Instagram or Facebook, and I tell them, you don't want to see my profile. You don't want to actually add me. And I tell them that because I'm very controversial. I'm not controversial, I just speak the cold, hard truth. And some people aren't able to cope with that. But yeah, so what I noticed on Saturday, I'm not going to go into details, I'm not going to name anybody, but I can see why people would think that people are fake on social media, because there was somebody at the party who was like a mouse, and if you go on their social media, you think that they're living the dream, like they're, I don't know, how do I put this? It's just completely opposite. It's unless this person is playing the role, sort of playing themselves down, but then that wouldn't be correct, because when the person was just sort of like, just being normal, they were quiet, but in the spotlight, it was like a transformation came over them, like something came over the person. And I just thought that was very interesting. So, I mean, I've got so many things to say, but obviously I'm never going to be able to say all of them. But in time, hopefully I'll be able to, certain things need to happen in society for me to be able to come out and say some of those things. Because it will be not point scoring, proving the point. So, for example, the conflict at the moment between Israel and Palestine. If it's about politics, I don't do politics. If it's about religion, I don't do religion. And I just think people's politics and their religion ought to be their own business. And unfortunately, what we are seeing, all the conflicts we see in the world, are decades and centuries of people following after their supposed gods, after their politicians, and after their own ways. And the only way that people will have peace in their own lives is to examine all the things that they inherited, be it their politics, their religion, and literally just search truth, seek truth, and abandon everything that isn't true and live true to that which they find. I don't include myself because that's what I do anyway. That is the only way, and you've got to be willing to toss family and friends aside and not give a damn about what anybody else thinks. That is my life. That's how I live my life. There's nobody in my life that I need to please. There is nobody in my life that I fear offending. If anyone is offended, that's their choice. Anyway, I've arrived. Have a lovely day. Take care. Bye-bye.